This is TWiT.
Kids these days, they have it easy. In this day and age of Netflix-only homes, kids can simply watch endless streams of content without advertising cruft getting in the way. Advertising. University of Michigan published a study where it looked at television consumption rates for U.S. children 2 to 11. It found that 2 to 5-year-olds average around 1,600 hours per year of TV watching. 6 to 11-year-olds spend more than 1,450 hours watching TV per year. I'm guessing the drop is because they then have phones. And a 2014 Nielsen report shows an average hour of TV programming contains roughly 15 minutes and 30 seconds of commercials. So a site called localbabysitter.com wrote an article. They did the math. They found that 2 to 5-year-olds in Netflix-only homes avoid more than 400 hours of commercials each year, and 6 to 11-year-olds avoid 360 hours each year of advertisements. It really adds up, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah. Okay, sorry for the dad joke.
Womp, womp.
Yeah, really need some sad trombone on here. What do you think, Owen? Does this add up for you?
This article is like 6 years too late from what I understand of information. I mean, my daughter since the age of 2 hasn't had to deal with commercials because obviously I was downloading stuff ahead of time. But from Netflix to just streaming things and just DVDs, I just didn't want my kid watching commercials. Every parent hates when a kid walks up to them and says, I want this crappy thing for $24.99 that's going to fall apart. So this is the best thing in the world. The one thing about the article that made me laugh the most was at the end when they're like, kids not watching commercials early on in life and then later on watching commercials could make them less cynical towards advertisement, which I find to be the exact opposite. Since my daughter doesn't watch advertisement at all, when she sees an advertisement, she's vocally critical. Like, that was a horrible ad. Like, what are they trying to sell? Like, she actually points stuff out like, oh, that was really good. Like, she says something, but most of the time it's just trash. So I think it automatically makes her more critical because she's like, why are you wasting my time with these trash ads? And she's only 11. So, I mean, I feel like everybody's already been raising their kids with Netflix since Netflix digital was available.
Yeah, we were a Netflix-only house. I was very proud of it. For a while, we didn't even have a television. So,
oh my God!
And
what?
then I know.
Did you have a game system, Megan?
No.
No.
We're finding out way too much information this week. You're like hurting my brain. You didn't have a TV?
For a while, we did not have a TV, and yeah, it was great, except for when my kids would go over to anyone else's house and they were like, TV, I watch TV. And, you know, I think I'm still happy that we did it that way. And then, you know, we haven't had cable since they were born. So, you know, they really haven't had commercials until they started watching YouTube. And this article points this out. But like YouTube, in addition to the millions of ads tailored right exactly to them, YouTube itself is a commercial. Like, as really we talked about last week, my boys wanted the Oculus Quest. And why did they want it? Because of YouTube. Because all of their YouTubers were reviewing it and talking about it. I mean, they wouldn't have even known about it, but they needed to have it. And it's not the crappy $12 thing that's going to fall apart, I hope. But it's all one ad. So it's kind of like, maybe like I did something good by not, you know, for not showing them, you know, not constantly showing them ads when they were little, but I don't know. It just feels like they're going to get it somehow. We're
kind of in that business too, though. I mean, earlier this show, I showed off a pair of headphones to everybody. So you know.
I was just going to say, your kids must not care about what you're doing any day. Like you just get to play with stuff and review things. So the advertisement of a game system or whatever works, I guess. But at the same time, I see countless kids, because I'm around way too many children all the time, watch unboxing of things.
Yeah.
Or watch video game walkthroughs. Okay, so we're talking about game systems. My daughter's had a game system in her room for forever. She only plays when her friends are over. But I've watched her watch other people playing games more than she plays the game itself. I'm like, you own this game. Why don't you go play it? Like, same thing with the toys. They're like, I don't need a toy. I watch them open and play with it. I'm like, wait, what? How do you get any joy out of that? So the brain mechanism now with all the unboxing and kids playing with toys online is really, I don't know how you're going to quantify it or study it, but that whole concept of, I don't need to play the game, I can watch them play the game. I don't need to have the toy, I can watch them play the toy. And if I really, really want it, then I guess I could get it. But I mean, I've already seen it, people having fun with it. And I'm like, that's weird to me. Because I'm old, I guess.
Yeah. I have the situation. So my daughters are 6 and 9. And I have the situation where they're watching YouTube and I walk in and they're watching a video that is nothing but commercials because they're so unused to watching commercials, I think, because, you know, we don't have like live TV or anything like that they'll watch like a compilation of Doritos ads or something because they're funny or whatever. And like they will choose that. I'm like, wow, this is so backwards. Like, what have I done here? Like, it's like you remove something thinking it's going to protect them, which is not what we're doing with ads. We just don't have any, you know, actual TV in our house that isn't like streaming from Netflix or anything, but they end up finding it anyways, and it's almost like it's more appealing because they haven't seen it before. So
I don't know, it's a whole weird paradigm. Like I said, I always check in on what she's watching, and sometimes the things she watches I literally want to say that's stupid, but then I think to myself, I'm consuming all kinds of weird content that she wouldn't care about or somebody else wouldn't care about. So I can't really say that it's dumb, but it's like, it's so weird.
Yep.
You know, watching somebody open 10,000 packs of pencils. I'm like, wait, what? Somebody open what? They're opening pencils? That's all they're doing.
I want to open
10,000 pencils though. I'm like, wait, what? I don't what is the value? And they're not funny. They're just like, oh, here's pack 275. I'm like, I understand why you're watching this. And also TVs in the house for eye strain purposes. I always yell at her for being up on her phone like this. I'm like, yo, you got a TV, beam it to the TV.
Yeah.
Beam it to the TV.
That's a really good point.
Right. That's what I do too. I mean, like that, I never thought that I would find myself asking, you know, telling my kids, like, get down here. We're watching TV as a family. Like, we're going to finish Modern Family. Like, you guys come in here. And because they just want to do it by themselves in their room and watch whatever exactly they want to watch. So now it's like I'm forcing them to watch TV when we used to not have a TV. And the irony is not lost on me that at the time that we did not have a TV, I worked for a TV station. Like I was on television and we didn't have a television. It's like Steve Jobs not having an iPad. You know,
it's so weird. And again, the whole like I've tricked my daughter into quality time. I give her a free space, but we have like shows that we watch together. And I will tell you, since I'm not with her mom, it is an arms race on which shows that I start her on. Sometimes I let her watch one episode with me just so that if her mom wants to watch that season or something. Like we were watching 90210. And I was like, look, I got to get you in on this first. And everyone was like, oh, let's watch 90210. She's like, I'm already watching with my dad. Only on episode 2, but that was my season. And we get to watch together. And that's the thing. Like, she can't watch without me. I can't watch without her. Like, we're watching Gossip Girl right now. We're on season 6. It's great. Like, you got TV, you got to trick the kids into spending time with you because they don't want to once they hit like 10.
Right.
We're going to have a shared family experience together, damn it.
Exactly. That's why I suffer through Riverdale, which is a terrible show.
Oh boy.
She's trying to get me on Riverdale. It's so horrible. I got through 3 episodes. The way it's filmed, the way it looks, I can't do it. She's like, Dad, you make me watch. And it's true. I do have her watching 90210, all these old shows, you know what I mean? Like the OC and stuff. So she's like, this is new. I'm like, it's so bad though. So I have to suffer through Riverdale too.
Well, give that one to her mom. Give it as a gift.
I should.
Here, I want you to have Riverdale.
I know.
What a kind gift. It's nice to know that we're all old, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, we didn't even really talk about influencers, but that's the other thing. Like Instagram, I almost prefer the like, this is a commercial as opposed to like, you know, the makeup influencers who are selling makeup and, you know, just, you never know, like the sponsored content, you just never know. And they are sort of like, they're critical with actual commercials, but not necessarily as critical. But they're getting there. Like they definitely understand.
Yeah. Well, everybody got the new Ozmo yesterday, and everybody gives their review, and of course they're gonna like it because they got it for free. There are certain things like that where she comes to me with people from YouTube or Instagram, and my whole concept is, okay, this person really loves this thing, right? All right, let's go search a review from like 10 other people and go find out what they really think. Because somebody who's getting paid to do it, obviously they have a stake in it. And I always just direct them like, look, since you're watching junk anyway, go watch 2 other people. Or say, or search why this doesn't work, just so you can have an informed opinion, because there's always another side to it. But yes, when they like someone, it's so bad right now because it's like, oh, I really like this guy, I trust him. And if you're not impartial, you get caught up.